Hi, welcome to another whiskey review from me, the Dram Baron. You might notice my glasses are a little bit smaller. This is the second time I've done this because the first time I realised my head was chopped off. So hopefully I'm in full frame this time because I ain't doing this again. Anyway, today, what am I doing? A little bit cut from the last time I've done this. I am going to be reviewing the Triple Wood releases from the Glenturret. I have only got the two at the minute, the 2021, the 2022, 2023 is not here. It's just been released not too long ago, but I still need to get it. 2020, just couldn't get a hold of one, which is a shame because I did try that one, it was really nice. So I'm just going to compare them really and give you a little bit more info about the bottles. For a start, I can tell which one's which, and I'll tell you why to start with, is because if you look at the cork at the top, see this is the 2021 one, and it looks a little bit more rough. I mean, you won't know what I mean until I show you the other one, but it looks a little bit grainy, unfinished, a little bit porous at the top. I mean, it's great, but that's how it looks, whereas you compare it to the 22 one, looks a bit more varnished, if you see what I mean. Hopefully not too close. A bit more varnished, a bit more shiny, a bit more clean. I don't know if that is just how the chips fell when they done this bottle. I mean, it just wasn't as good, and the rest of them are like this, or if they changed it with each release, you know. Yeah, that's one of the differences straight up. Just to go through the 2021 release, so they're all aged in bourbon barrels, American and European sherry casks. What we're expecting from this, according to the Glenturret, is candied orange peel, sweet vanilla, ginger cake, hints of cinnamon and barley sugar with a touch of fresh oak, and that is at 44% ABV. The 2022 release, we are expecting vibrant spices, peaches with a dash of cinnamon, and vanilla meet with a creamy wood notes leading to a sweet oaky finish at 45% ABV. There we go. So the 2023 release, which is not here, can't remember what the description was. However, I did notice only 43%, which I was a little bit disappointed about, because one of my notes when I tried this the first time, not the first time I'd done this, but the first time I'd done a review of this bottle in particular, was that I was hoping the next release, the 2023 release, would be a 46%er. And I'll get more into that as we go on. So let's just get started. These, by the way, I did mention it the first time, just picked up from a hotel room. The covered glasses, and they just work really great for covering these, you know. Absolutely fantastic for keeping the vapors in. So that's the 2021 release. Yeah, lovely chocolate in there, cinnamon, lots of cinnamon in there, and you definitely get that orange peel in there, and vanilla, but I mean, how often don't you get vanilla? Yeah, very, very sweet. It smells really delicious. Yeah, let's give it a try. So really, really nice. There's a big hit of sort of orange in there, like an orange oil, but then comes along some chocolate, and then they kind of just fold into each other and create this like Terry's chocolate orangey kind of flavour on your tongue. Not too long after that, you get kind of whacked in the face by some lovely sort of ginger cake, but very spicy as well. Bit of a kick to it, along with sort of very sort of rich cinnamon spices, kind of cinnamony fruit cake kind of is in there as well. It's not huge amounts of fruit cake, like as in like the strength of flavour. It's a bit more subtle, the fruit cake, but cinnamon is quite strong. You do get a lot of the cinnamon. The finish is it's like a mocha, cocoa nibs, like I always describe, like a kind of chocolatey powder as cocoa nibs, because I always get that kind of flavour from it. So like it's kind of like cocoa nibs and mocha, because mocha's, you know, kind of leads into a little bit sort of coffee flavours as well, like a little hint of that in there too. And there is a bit of dry oak in there too. The 2022 one, just go for that one. Also beautiful on the nose. Didn't realise I should have had a water between, but I forgot about water. Just a rookie mistake. Gonna do the age-old reset my nose on my sleeve, not just wipe my nose on my sleeve, I promise. I was taught that technique. So yeah, there is more kind of, it is very similar, and there's a lot of chocolate in there, there's a lot of cinnamon, probably a lot more cinnamon, kind of fruit cake in there, a little bit of vanilla in, there is hints of peaches, and a little bit of hints of orange peel too. I know it doesn't say orange peel, but there is a bit of a hint in it. Yeah, let's give it a try. Yeah, so the flavour in this, it's quite similar, but the sherry influence is a bit more stronger. It's much stronger, the sherry influence. You're getting a much richer chocolate in there, and a much richer fruit cake. Like it's more towards Christmas cake. I don't know, similar. But I always think with Christmas cake, I always think, you know, you're having it with custard. So yeah, you got the kind of vanilla from the custard. There is ginger in there too. There's this hint of the orange peel in there. What I will mention is the first time I tried this, I didn't actually taste the peaches. Even though they've mentioned it, I didn't pick it up at all. The reason I picked it up now is I think because I went from this to this, and I think doing that has sort of dulled down the flavours that come out of this one, which made all the new flavours from this pop out, and the peaches pop out a little bit more because of that, which is really interesting, or is to me anyway. But yeah, in your finish is similar as well. It's the mochas, and there's a lot of oak spices in there, and a dry oak too, which is kind of typical. But yeah, like all in all, the descriptions they have put on the bottles are pretty good. It's certainly, I mean, they're not wrong. Whoever did put the taste notes on front of these bottles, sometimes like I see taste notes on bottles and stuff, and I'm like, don't get that at all. Like, I mean, they're just completely exaggerated to make it sound fantastic, and then you taste and you're like, it's rubbish. But these are whoever put them on, you know, they're dead on. Really gets the similar sort of taste notes from it. They are fantastic drams. You can see why the 22 was a winner. The 21 probably, I mean, it's not too dissimilar, so I'm surprised it didn't win anything itself. But yeah, but from earlier when I talked about the ABV, so I felt like the 2022, which is the winner, the award winner, had a much more sherry influence, like I was saying. So my reckoning was that possibly the high ABV led to that. I mean, it might have been something different. Maybe there's a bigger ratio in the sherry finish. I've no idea. But anyway, I was hoping that 23 release would have a high ABV just to give that extra kick, just to hopefully bring out those sherry notes a lot more. Unfortunately, it's at 43%, but who knows? I will get the bottle and do a review on it, and we'll see how it fares, and see if the 43% makes it worse or makes it better. And I guess we'll see if it picks up awards too. The only other thing to say as well is obviously the 23 releases of all the core ranges are being boosted to about £10 more than they were previously. It's not great. I mean, £10 is quite a lot, especially for the price that it was. Talking about like close to 20% price rise. But I mean, I suppose if you are a company and you've won a lot of awards for your whiskies and they're in demand, you probably are going to turn around and put the prices up. But yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. People have to make money. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reviews. Please give me a like, a subscribe. Comments are great. I love comments because I love to know if people actually find these at all useful. I don't make any money from this. I also have a website. You can go visit thedrambaron.com. Don't make any money off that either, but it is full of reviews. If you can't see the ones for Glenturret, they'll be up soon. But otherwise, there's hundreds of reviews I've done on other whiskies up there. Give them a look. Hopefully, they'll help in any decisions, that you may make in purchasing whiskies in the future. The only other thing there is to say is probably what you want to know is if you had the choice between the two, which one would you get? Get the cheapest. Whichever one is cheapest, because they are pretty similar. Yes, the 22 is nicer. So if there was like, I don't know, probably £5, I'd say. If there was £5 in it, go for the 22. If it's more than that, just go for the 21. It's really good. It's really good. It's very similar. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.